We're live right now on Facebook. Check out the tap, baby! Woo! SWAT all day. We're in the Uber on the way to the airport, and then we're gonna fly from Florida to PA. Even though we were originally supposed to drive the RV back, we were supposed to drive the RV to Florida and back, and that didn't work out so well, as you guys know. So I don't know if you can hear us because of the AC. I think that's probably bad enough. I'll turn it off. We got my boy Joseph right here. Joseph, can you say what's up to my Facebook friends? Come on, man. Me and this guy go way back.
4,000
Since like 12 minutes ago.
All the way back.
Joseph, how many trips have you done for Uber?
Maybe 4,000.
4,000! Can you believe that? That's some dedication, bro.
That's
Don't leave me
Jedi.
hanging. That's what's up, man. I hear a lot of people say, I don't want to take Uber. I don't know if I'll get killed or what. Like, this dude did 4,000 trips. How can that even be a legitimate excuse in 2019 that you don't trust it because it's a stranger? A taxi's a stranger, too. This dude did 4,000 trips. So, Amy, how was your trip?
I had an amazing time. I had an amazing time. I couldn't have had a better time.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it was crazy being stuck in the RV for an hour waiting for the tow truck guy and then getting a ride from the tow truck guy to the airport an hour away to rent a car. And then that spot was 5 hours away from Orlando. So it was crazy. Then we had to drive to Orlando, get the hotel room, and then get the Uber back an hour away to the airport.
And then once we get to the airport, we have to drive to Lancaster to pick up our cars.
That was you, Joseph. That was all you, bro. You can't be punching. You can't be punching the gas like that, bro. You gotta calm down, man.
I'm 45 being driving right now, man.
Yeah, bro, but we got a Facebook Live right now.
He wants to get there over.
I know. He's like, I'm trying to get 5,000 rides.
He wants us out.
Yeah.
He's trying to move on to the next customer. He was like, I already closed it.
I'm on to the next one,
Let's get this paper. Just sign it right now.
Where is the finance manager? What is taking so long?
For real.
How much was this ride again from here to the airport?
75.
So Joseph, out of the $75 that we paid Uber, how much of that do you get?
Maybe
50? So Uber gets 25?
That's ridiculous.
Dang, man.
And then
that's
do you
not
get
fair.
the whole tip or do you have to share that with Uber?
No, I stay before.
You get,
I don't have nothing to do.
if we give
You
you
get the whole
cash or if you... Okay, either way. Okay, cool. Cool, good to know. Good to know. I didn't check how much battery life I have. So let me check real quick. I got 34%, so we're good. We're good. So, Santos, how was your trip, bro?
It was great. I learned a lot. That was my first time in Russell Grind.
Who was your favorite speaker?
Favorite speaker was,
You gotta speak up though, bro.
no, I'm in the third row, so it's kind of.
He's all the way back there with the luggage.
It's not that big.
All the way back
It's
there.
not an RV.
My favorite speaker was probably Sean Hayes, Frank Cornetti, Jonathan Dawson, of course. Yeah, so there was a bunch.
That was 4, bro.
And you know what's crazy though? Like Sean Hayes came up and was like, dude, what you think about my speech?
Yeah.
Was there value?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, lots of value. You always put value up there.
Yeah. I got
So,
mad
like,
respect for Sean Hayes.
For you
mad
to just
respect.
think about it, like you don't even
Yeah.
have to worry about it because whatever it is, we gobble it up and it's good.
Yeah. And for anybody out there who doesn't know who Sean Hayes is, Sean Hayes sold cars for I think it was like 10 or 12 years at the same dealership maybe. And then me and him did a sales hustler spotlight, and he asked me afterwards, do you know anybody else who would, be able to have a great story and go on spotlight? So I said, yeah, this guy Glenn Lundy, you should definitely interview him. So then he interviewed him, and then they became best buds. And then Glenn Lundy recruited Sean Hayes to come work for him at the Incumbents. Now Glenn Lundy's on his own and about to be a TV superstar, which I respect the hell out of. And Sean Hayes is there now as a sales manager at Dan Cummins, where they sell. They're going to sell 900 cars this month, or they did last month. It's crazy. So Sean Hayes is a sales guy, now a sales manager. Started this revolution and started this car sales group with Dave Benson. And there's 13,000 people in this group, and they hold conferences. This is their third one, I believe. I've been to 2 of them. They have hustle houses, which is like $25 million mansions, and then they rent the rooms out, and everybody gets to hang out and network, and it's just so cool, man. So my mentor is Jonathan Dawson, so he goes to these, he supports them, so of course that makes it 10 times better for me, because then I get to hang out with Dawson. We were literally up. Who was with us? Mike, you were with us.
Oh yeah,
Santos.
That's why.
Literally until what? 4 o'clock in the morning?
Yep,
3 o'clock, something like that.
Houses. So make sure you guys get in the houses.
If you're a person.
If they're having another one next year, get the houses. Stop being cheap.
We're on my Facebook, bro. I'm not sales house.
Right. That's all right.
So, I mean, you don't have to be a car salesman to come to this conference. It's just, it's awesome. It's a great getaway. But for me personally, because I've interacted with all these people on Facebook and never met them in real life until these conferences, it's so cool. It's so cool. Instead of staying at the hustle houses, we were going to take the RV, and then a couple of people were going to get a hotel. I was going to stay in the RV because I didn't really care, and it was just awesome. Hanging out with Sean Hayes, Dave Benson, Glenn Lundy, Jonathan Dawson, up till 4 in the morning last night. And he was spitting straight knowledge. How long were you recording for, Mike?
I got at least 40 minutes.
At least 40
At
minutes
least.
of just straight fire.
Yeah, that was just
straight fire.
That's awesome.
And I mean, I feel bad because I fell asleep while he was talking, but it was like after like 5 hours.
Right, but there was more.
But I had like 3 hours of sleep combined for 3 days. So I'm not used to that. I'm a dad now. So I go to work, I come home, I go to sleep at 11, 12 o'clock and have 8 hours of sleep. But on this trip, I've had 3 hours of sleep combined in 3 days total.
I don't remember.
So it's been rough. But
Yep, you
I
were
made it.
floatable.
So Brandon is with us. That's my friend from my hometown. He's not a car salesman. He's not in sales, but he wanted to come with and see me speak and just experience Florida. So Brandon, where you at?
What's up?
How was your experience, bro?
It was excellent.
You got to reach your head in though so the camera can see you.
It's about my 10th time here in the last 2 years, and I enjoyed it. Hung out by the pool, some mahi-mahis.
What about the conference? Like?
Mai-tais.
What about the conference?
The conference was good.
Talking about my time, bro.
Who was your favorite speaker?
I like Lisa Copeland, but of course I can't say no to you, so I mean, you were pretty damn
You
good.
can say no to me, bro. We're cool. Like, it ain't gonna hurt my
Let me
feelings.
get in there. First time on stage, I would say Bill Have, you did an excellent job.
I appreciate that, bro. Thank you, man. I'm my biggest critic, so I know at the end I wasn't prepared for my car giveaway video to not play. So once it didn't play, I really didn't prepare for what would happen if it didn't. So I definitely ended it really bad by just saying, that's all I got. Thank you guys. And then I heard after from some of my mentors and some of my favorite people in the world, people who I aspire to be, in the next 5 years. They told me you never end a speech with "that's all I got," and I was just frazzled. I guess it was my first time speaking, but I will never make that mistake again. I will never end my speech with "that's all I got." Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next year. Like that, you just can't do that. I was hoping to end the speech with the car giveaway video. It was like a 3-minute long video. Hopefully make some people cry in the audience, some people feel inspired to give away a car, and it didn't play. So it was my fault though, because we went over the slides and literally we just didn't check the last one. It's just crazy to me. I found somebody to finally help me, somebody who was really good. His name is Mike. He worked for Dan Cummins, now he's on his own, and he really helped me. And I tried paying him to help me, he wouldn't take it, so it was so cool. He helped me for like a solid 45 minutes and didn't have to do that, so that was cool. But it was my fault for saying, okay, everything is good now, we don't need anything else. And then, of course, the video didn't play. So, but thanks, Brandon is not easy to get a compliment from, so I appreciate that, bro. So Mike, how was it, bro?
It was always good, bro. Always good. We had an adventure. Like, the RV trip felt like forever, but same thing. We put some knowledge in there.
What'd you take away from the RV trip?
Just our target, like what people want, customer base.
No, I mean I'm sorry, from the RV.
Yeah.
Like from you driving the RV, or from us taking that trip for 14 hours. We were in an RV. So how was that 14 hours?
That 14 hours was the longest 14 hours.
I don't feel that way.
It, it wasn't bad.
That
It
sucks.
wasn't bad.
That sucks that you feel like that, bro.
No,
Because
it wasn't
I
bad.
enjoyed it.
That was so
I mean,
much
even
fun.
though I'm driving this big ass RV, 38 feet long,
And
you
know
got
what,
like
though?
2 inches of space on each side of you with the lane. You feel like you're going to crash at any minute. You're going 80
I think
miles
there was
an hour.
construction
And I
every
still had a
road
good
we were
time.
on.
I still had a good time.
I think once we figured out how to get the music going,
Yes.
Yeah, the
we
That
were
really
solid.
helped.
nice.
We were solid.
Yeah.
The aux cord.
At first, it was like a
We
nursing
were like,
home.
yeah,
It was so
we were like,
quiet.
what? There's no Apple CarPlay in this?
It was a 2010 Winnebago, so it was like base model.
No, we had fun though. We had fun.
When we
Well, you-
stopped for food and we were all excited about Popeyes, and we walked up to the door and the line was out to the door.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Like
So
there's-
we went to
there's
my
like,
restaurant and
There's
just
like,
had-
yeah.
Panda Express.
When we pulled up, I said, I bet Mike is going to love this. But there was like 20 different stores in the shopping center. And we were excited as hell about Popeyes. So we walk up to it. It's like literally a quarter-mile walk. You can see it from far away, but it takes mad long to get there. And then you get there, and then you see the line is like a 30-minute line. So then we
Nobody
walked
was
another
sitting
quarter
down.
mile back.
All the tables were empty. People were just in line. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it was crazy.
By the
So
time
then we
we
went
got
to-
in our food, there would have been no place
Then we went to Panda Express, and it's like a Chinese restaurant, but like a high-class
high
Chinese
class.
restaurant.
It was very good.
It was so good. They give
My
you
food
these
is
trays,
still in
and
the RV.
it was like $30
Oh,
worth of
yeah, you
food
get a
that they
fine
give you
for
for
that.
$10. It was cool. It was cool.
That was pretty damn good.
You ever been to Panda Express, Joseph? You ever been to Panda Express?
Highly recommend it.
What state were we in? Maryland. I never heard of it, honestly.
But you know
We were
what?
in Maryland.
I would do the RV again.
Oh, I would too.
I'd do the
Oh my
RV.
gosh.
Bro, for the sound, you just told us that it was the longest trip ever.
14 hours.
And it was only halfway there, so why would I wouldn't even invite you again after
I
that.
think it's because we got stuck so many times.
Yeah. Well, what do you mean so many times? It was one time.
One time.
What the hell, man? You're just making shit up now. We broke down one time,
Like we got stuck in
15
the
hours
mud.
in. We had 5 hours to go, and then the motor blew. So I drove for like 14 and a half hours. And then Brandon, reach your head in here quick, please.
Brandon,
Reach your head
show
in
your
here so the
face.
camera can see you. So I drive for 15 hours.
Yeah.
I passed the steering wheel off to my buddy for 20 minutes.
No, that's
He's
not
driving
the
for
way it
20
went.
minutes and the motor
People on
blew.
Facebook. It's my turn to speak.
Go ahead.
I drove for an hour and 15 minutes.
That's
All
even
right, my
worse.
bad, my
I was being
bad. I drove for 14 hours, he drove for an hour. I was exaggerating, my bad.
Proactive. I wanted to fuel up at a quarter of a tank, get some Mickey D's, a free coffee.
You wanted to stop at McDonald's.
Yeah, I wanted
And
to
he
stop
took
at
mad long,
McDonald's.
of course. There's
And
6
we-
people with us, and he's in McDonald's for 30
Had my
minutes,
steak, egg, and cheese
asking for his
bagel,
10% discount because he gave him a code.
you know. So, but anyway, so I think that
We did have
William
chicken
Sherman
sandwiches for
put diesel
breakfast
in the
at
RV.
Yeah, we did. We had.
Nah, you didn't get
I
enough.
remember. We
So
had
hold on, let's
sausages.
clear this up real quick. Who pumped the gas? Was it you or was it Sherman? Like who
I thought
actually
you started it.
who stuck the
Sherman
nozzle into the RV?
Sherman stopped. I gave the lady the money at the cash register,
Right?
and it's a 50-50 from there. I honestly don't remember.
Oh, come on, bro. That's not good enough. You put the nozzle in the tank then, if you can't remember. And we thought that he stuck diesel in it, and he was fully convinced that he did too. So we break down 2 miles after we get fuel. I don't want to say gas because we don't know what the hell it was. But we thought for an hour, for a good hour, we did a Facebook Live thinking that he stuck diesel in a gas RV and blew the motor. Imagine how we were feeling. Like, imagine the stress. This kid was pacing back and forth. Like, I was worried about him. I was legit worried about him.
And he almost got ran over.
He almost got ran over.
Semi.
That is true.
Semi.
Live on Facebook. That would have made national headlines.
My battery might die soon because it's like really
Some
dark.
of the cars I know.
Brightness is not
Oh, here.
the best. Oh, you got a charger?
Yep.
Okay, Amy to the rescue.
This is
That's why
like,
you always need a girl along.
Yeah, Amy is the only girl obviously with us, so she's a trooper for that. So good job for hanging out with us, because that's not an easy thing to do.
Everyone
Being a
handled
female,
the
like-
breakdown very well.
Yeah.
No one had a fit. No one lost
was
their
worried
mind.
about
Besides Brandon, though.
Well, Brandon did, but other than that, no one got angry.
Yeah.
It was good.
I mean, I got angry a couple times.
The art,
After
the
hearing
rental,
Danelle
the
Delgado's
suburban
speech,
rental.
I choose joy.
I choose joy.
Instead
And
of
what I
saying
choose
F you to
joy-
somebody, you say to yourself, I choose joy.
And
I
what it
choose joy.
truly means is even more spectacular. So I like
It
it.
really means F you.
Right. So I'm going to be
I was
saying
going to say
choose
it
joy
actually, but then I
all of
thought
the
about
time.
Jonathan Dawson in case he watches this, and I said, I'm not going to actually say you.
And my mom.
And Amy's mom's going to watch this.
We don't want to
What's your
swear
mom's
about my
name?
mom.
What's your
Karen.
mom? Karen. Hi, Karen. If you're watching this, hello.
She's an hour away from here.
From Florida.
Well, from where we are right now.
Yeah. That's cool. You want to stop and say what's up to Karen?
It's the hour in the wrong direction. So
In half a mile,
Sorry,
keep
Karen.
left at the fort to stay on Florida.
Karen,
How much longer we got, Joseph? How much longer till we're there? 20 minutes? Well, I got a charger now, so we can be live for 20 minutes. And don't really matter.
The motherfucker. Leave it back here.
as we crush
So
So check this out.
To stay on
So I don't know if all you guys saw this, but
Just moving, bro.
if you're a customer of mine, if you've bought a car, even if you haven't bought a car, but you came and saw me, this is what I presented to you, what the banks are looking for when they're considering giving anybody a
The
loan.
youngest kid
Also, when I
is sitting in
spoke
the
on
back
stage, I
chilling.
wanted to surprise my mentor, Jonathan Dawson, with a tattoo, and I specifically got it right here so that my sleeve with my suit, I could pull it over and show the audience and him
And
that,
his right
that I
foot
got
is
the
broken.
SWAT
I can't,
tattoo.
yeah, I can't
So it was
get it.
cool.
Can somebody drive it to me?
It was really cool.
I can't walk up there.
Like,
Like, yo, Frank, let me borrow your assistant.
Oh my gosh.
Is this your drink, Joseph?
This thing right here.
Anybody got a drink back there?
Right here.
There's Malibu Rum.
Nah, I don't. I need a Red Bull.
Yeah, that's perfect. Here's a bottle.
Anybody got a Red
Here's a
Bull?
bottle of Tito.
Anybody got a Red Bull?
There's Malibu Rum. I think we went through all that. There's Malibu Rum and Tito.
Nah, with no chaser? Hell no.
No cups either.
No cups either.
It stole my cooler.
Just right out the bottle.
I had like 2 drinks before we left,
Oh my
and I don't really drink that much. So 2 drinks, it was like $35 for 2 drinks.
And it was a small.
Literally, we were like, "Yeah, can we have a bag of chips?" They were like $8, please.
It was
And
a
Brandon-
$5 slice of pineapple.
Brandon is the cheapest dude you'll ever meet, so he was arguing with everybody with everything he bought.
He was like, yeah.
He was like, "Can I get some
16%?
napkins?" They're like, "Yeah, that's gonna be 60 cents." And he's like, "What? 60 cents for some napkins?
I'll negotiate with you.
Can I get a glass of water instead?" Yep, that's gonna be $3.
Oh my god.
It's Voss.
It's boss though. That's a lot more than $3 there.
I got 3 drinks the other night at the bar. It was $55.
That's your fault.
Yeah, I did that like
I mean, it
4
wasn't. They weren't all
times.
for me, but it was $55.
Yeah, I had to buy a couple people drinks that weren't trying to let me buy them, but like Shaka Dyson, I had to buy him a shot of Patron. I think it was like $21.
Right.
But I had to, man. He's like, it's crazy prices, but it doesn't matter what the price is when a guy like Shaka Dyson, you're at the bar with him about to have a drink, you have to buy it, no matter how much that costs. But I do want to give a shout out to Bobby Heron because we've been Facebook friends for like 4 years and never met. And she came to this conference and we met finally. And I'm really good friends with Patrick O'Brien and they're really good friends. So it was a cool little, triangle of how we all 3 know each other but haven't really met. And I met Patrick recently, so that was cool. It's crazy how Facebook, you get so many relationships from it. And then when you meet in real life, it's just that much cooler. So, I love Facebook.
Yeah, and then like we meet a lot of people, but we only
Yeah.
see that small profile picture. And then see
Yeah,
that.
I mean, everybody's cooler on Facebook than they are in real life, especially me. So when it comes to actually meeting somebody in real life and hanging out with them in a mansion, like we were last night with Jonathan Dawson. How long was it? 2 hours with Dawson?
we were there for a while.
We were on the rooftop till like 4 in the morning.
Yep.
And we got there at like, what, midnight?
Yep.
So it was like 5 hours of just hanging out with people who Jonathan Dawson's a millionaire. Dave Benson is going to be a millionaire. You know, Sean Hayes is on his way to be a superstar. We were there with Frank Cranitti, who sells 100 cars a month.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Got it.
And it's just
And I tried to call him out at the conference. He was speaking, and he said that he made a lot of money over the years selling cars. And I yelled out, "How much?" And he said, "Bill, if I was your age, I would say it. But since I'm my age, I know better."
Oh,
and it was hilarious.
is Frank watching?
I don't know.
I
It's
need
so
his
dark.
email. I gotta
can't even.
Dropbox
All I
him.
can see is my phone, and the screen is black.
I gotta Dropbox him.
Yeah, you got.
Speech.
You got Dropbox Frank the speech.
Yeah,
Yeah. You got Dropbox a lot of people.
I do.
You
I
got
do.
Dropbox me my speech. Dropbox
Yeah,
Frank.
if I need to send anybody,
Yeah, if anybody wants the recordings, how much you charge them, Mike?
like $1,200 for the Huskies next year.
No, for the recordings, bro.
Nah, it's all good.
I was kidding, man.
Well,
Come
we
on.
gotta make sure it's
What
okay.
kind of
with Dave.
salesman are you, bro?
There's a couple.
That's weak as hell. For only 2 payments of $9.99, Mike will send you every recording of every speaker because you recorded them all, right?
A majority.
Majority.
Plus, you'll get the back scenes, like extras. You know,
The outtakes.
at the back
The
end.
bloopers.
Yeah.
They're not gonna pay to
Why
see
not?
our behind the scenes.
Our
Like,
shenanigans.
who cares about?
Shenanigans.
We're gonna
We'll even send
we're
you
gonna post it
the
on Facebook
recording
for
of
free
the
anyway.
live.
That's what we really should be charging for.
Right.
Our
Seriously.
shenanigans.
No, but I mean, it was
Get
funny.
our notes,
It
too.
was great because I asked Jonathan Dawson last night. He went on a Bahamas resort. It was a mastermind, and he paid $7,000 for one day, which sounds like a ton of money, right? But I asked him. I said, "Did you get that money back by going to the trip somehow, some way?" And it was a funny answer because he said, "Well, not immediately." But I was able to build a relationship with Ryan Stewman, who is an absolute animal. He's a self-generated multi-millionaire. Probably will end his life being a billionaire. Next Grant Cardone, you know. And Jonathan Dawson paid $7,000 to go to this mastermind to learn and to get better. But the real goal was to build a relationship with Ryan Stewman because who knows how much money that will make him, you know, in the long run because of them doing business together. People do business with people they like, you know. So you have to like somebody before you do business with them. And he's just the smartest guy ever to pay $7,000 and to have a strategic plan of, okay, I like this guy. I want him to like me. How do I get in the same room as him? And then, you know, build that friendship. And if it costs $7,000, so be it. But that's just so cool. And being at these conferences is what's so awesome because it inspires me to break the bank and do whatever I got to do. If I got to eat ramen noodles for a week, so be it. I'm going to pay you like $10,000 to be around a room of hundreds of people who are millionaires who you share ideas with, and you never know what can come from that conversation, and that's the best part about it. But scared money doesn't make money. So if you're somebody watching this and thinking, hell no, I would never pay that much money, it's because you don't see the value in it. You know, when value exceeds, or I'm sorry, when, I don't even know, I had a couple drinks, so I don't know what the hell saying is. When value exceeds price, there's no longer an objection. You know, so if you build enough value, what would it be worth to you to meet a millionaire who gives you $1 million idea? How much is that worth to you? You know, would you pay $500,000 to make $1 million? I'm sure a lot of people would say yeah. But you won't pay $7,000 to meet somebody who can give you that $1 million idea?
Right, and that analogy there was like, if you found an ATM and you put $100 and $200 comes out, how long would you stay there?
Yeah, how long would you stay at the
You'd be there all
ATM, put
day.
100 in and 200 out?
And then
100
Jonathan
in,
Dawson
200
said
out.
he'd give up all his money just for a little bit more. So it's
Yeah.
like,
He told me too. Jonathan Dawson would do it for free if
Right.
the money wasn't so good.
Right. Yeah. That's for everybody.
That's another one he says. That's funny. So I can't see the comments. I can't see who's on here. I can't even see how many people are on here. We got 18 people on, but it's real dark. Joseph, you ever do Facebook Lives, bro? You ever do Facebook Lives? No? Do you have a Facebook account? Right.
It was like the smell of
Would you say it's because you're not comfortable doing it?
I love smell of cocaine in the morning.
Wait, hold on. What was that, Joseph? You don't ever like Facebook Lives? How many friends do you have on Facebook? More than 5,000?
Oh, Damn.
You need to be going live then, bro.
Facebook.
Everybody has a platform now. The more friends you have, the more money you can make.
And you could be their go-to Uber driver.
Imagine if you did lives with your Uber customers and you were telling your Facebook friends that you do Uber. Imagine how many people would pay you cash. Whatever
You wouldn't
Uber
have
would
to do
charge, they'll give you
Uber
cash.
anymore.
Then instead of 75, then you get, or I'm sorry, instead of getting 50 out of 75, you get the full 75. So why don't you do it, bro? That'd be great. You'd make more money.
Yeah, he wouldn't have to do Uber anymore.
Right, you would just be cash Uber. Just do a Facebook
Joseph.
Live every time you do a paid Uber, and then sooner, you know, the people will just be hitting you up. Joseph, I need it right here. Joseph, I need it right here. Come on, bro. Let's make Joseph some more money. Come on, let me get some. Don't let me hang it. Don't let me hang it, bro. Joseph ain't feeling my swag, man. I'm trying to help you make more money, bro.
We're trying to get you sponsored by Uber.
So if you don't mind me asking, just because you don't know these people, right? So it doesn't matter. Who the hell sees this? But when it comes to Uber, if you did 4,000 trips, how much would you say money-wise you've made from Uber? 4,000 trips deep. Like if you could stick a number on it.
How long has it taken him to do 4,000 trips?
No, that's we don't need to do
almost
that.
3 years.
Okay, so in 3 years, how much did you make from Uber?
Maybe 100,000.
100,000? My man, come on with it. Come on with it.
He's driving.
He's driving, all right.
Trying to be
He
safe.
ain't feeling the pounds.
He's like, you gotta pay extra for that.
Yeah, bro. Man, that's coming off the tip, man. I'm the one tipping you, you know. I'm the one who paid for this, you
He
know.
thinks Brandon's tipping him, so that's why.
Yeah. Good luck with that
Oh,
one.
good luck, bro.
Strippers don't want to
Is that your foot pressing us?
Wait.
He actually, yeah, no. He actually is pressing
Tony
us
Tito
forward.
Washington, what's up, bro? Our Uber driver is not feeling this live. I'm sorry, bro, but you gotta be comfortable being
You gotta sign him a disclosure or something.
Right?
Yeah.
Carry those on you from now on, Bill,
It's-
so people can
Oh,
sign them.
Nah, that's cool. We got 20 people on it. We're like, oh, Joseph don't care now about the bumps. He said, screw this live.
He's finding the bumps.
He's in every bump hard, so this Facebook Live just ends.
Bam.
He's about to unplug your charger.
Yeah, yo. Oh,
You gotta pay extra for this charger.
Joseph, if I tip you $10 extra, will you tell my Facebook Live your story right now? 20?
I don't care about that.
But what if I pay you $20 to tell your story? Because it might feel good for you to like be able to, you know,
Yeah,
tell
you tell
an
a story
audience
without
your
money?
story.
tell us about your life.
I'll give you a
Not my
$30
life,
tip on here after we get out if you tell my Facebook friends your story right now. I promise you.
My story is private.
It's private.
And
What if it's to strangers though, and it might make you feel good getting off your chest, and we'll never see you again? You live in Florida. We live in Pennsylvania. My Facebook friends are in Pennsylvania.
You never know.
What is it? All right. No, I'm not lying to you right now. What if I gave you a $50 tip?
So maybe you're gonna come back for a vacation, right? So
I can't hear you, bro. They can't hear you either.
time you come on vacation, right?
Damn, I couldn't understand you, bro.
what if they put that thing where you snap your finger and touch the smile?
I'll give you a $50 tip if you tell my Facebook
I'll tell you my
friends
story.
your story.
I'll tell you my story.
We don't care about your story, guys. We care about Joseph's story.
I'll take 20.
This is about Joseph, not us.
Buy me a drink and you're good.
Buy me some ice cream. At
How much would it
the
take,
airport.
Joseph?
I'll tell you my story.
If you tell my Facebook friends your story, how much would it cost
And
me
your struggles.
to help you? I'm willing to do that. No? Man, I wish I was Jonathan Dawson right now.
I'll put another 50
Because
on it.
he is so smart that he would be able to get Joseph to be comfortable. Or how about Gary Cox?
Yo,
Gary
Yeah, that's what he
Cox
was just saying.
would get him comfortable.
smile.
So we were just at this conference, right? And this conference was all about motivation and how to better your life and how to be comfortable by being uncomfortable. So there was a speaker, his name's Gary Cox. He got this girl who was terrified of snakes to hold a snake in her hand in like 20 minutes.
That was crazy.
So if
He
Gary
didn't run
Cox
over
was
time.
here, He would get you to tell your story in 20
Fixed a
minutes.
girl in 20 minutes.
I wish I could do that. That's why you go to these conferences, but that's why they make so much money, because you don't remember everything they say. You gotta keep paying for it. The screen is totally black. I don't even know if it's Facebook Live right now.
This little girl. I was watching a
Wait,
video.
your husband let you go with 5 random dudes?
Well, they're not random. I know
They're
Bill.
not random, bro. Don't try to make that like a bad thing. We
I
had
know
fun.
Bill, and I trust Bill.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about.
And I've been in the car business for years, so he's used to me being around all men.
Yeah, for sure.
Every car dealership I worked at, it's always been men.
In 2 miles, take exit 49 toward
How much
Lake
longer,
Erie
Joseph?
Boulevard.
Oh, we're 10 minutes away.
10 minutes away? Yeah, you can make $50 right now in 10 minutes. Extra on top of this ride. Just so you know.
He's like, oh.
Keep it fixed. I don't know.
How about 100?
Maybe the 1,000.
Joseph said,
Not even 1,000?
Stop asking me questions.
Damn, bro.
No, that's my fault though, because I'm really not asking the right way. And I would ask a different way. Maybe Joseph.
So Joseph,
would've been
Joseph,
down.
where are you from?
From Haiti.
Where?
Haiti.
Haiti. How long have you lived here?
17.
Amy is on the right track
How
right
long?
now, I can tell you that.
17.
17 years. Do you like it? Have you always lived in Florida?
What's that?
Have you always lived in Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're glad you're here.
Yeah, thanks for the ride, brother. I appreciate it, man.
In half a mile, take exit 49
Even though you
toward
had to
Lake
play
Erie
tennis with
Boulevard.
Do you have any kids, bro?
I got 3.
3? How old are they?
20. 10,
20, 10, and 5. You started all over. You had a 10-year-old and then started all over. I'm trying to have mine all quick so that I got another life after kids.
Take exit 49.
Josh O just texted me and said that he was sad that the RV fell apart and that he couldn't come back because he was going to drive back with us.
Yeah, that
That would have
I
been
talked to
so
him.
much fun.
I talked to Josh
Drive
for
toward
like
Ronald
20
Reagan
minutes.
Boulevard.
I love him.
Yeah, he's a really good dude.
What did he end up doing? Flying out?
Flying. He had a ticket, but he was just going to ride back with us instead. And it
That's
was
more
so
fun.
funny because
That
it
would've
was
been more
like
fun.
20 minutes before the RV ship broke down. And he's like, oh yeah. And I posted on Facebook, I'm like, just come with us. He's like, okay. And then,
And then he saw the broke
Stability.
RV.
Oh.
then click, click. Bang.
Oh, it says rotate your
1 mile.
Oh no. Joseph's getting off the hook right now.
Not my foot, man.
Huh?
You said it's not
Not
his
my
fault.
foot.
It's not my fault. It's not your fault, bro. Should we get food before the airport? Like, is there some food like in walking distance from the airport?
But you can't take it in.
Right, so we could eat real quick, so we don't get charged $30 for a burger at the airport.
No, in this area, we're not gonna have nothing. We store nothing.
Okay,
Airport's not bad.
it's not bad.
Airport
Coming
bar.
from the cheapest guy in
The
the bar,
airport
then it
bar
must be
is
cheap.
good. I can tell you
Well,
that.
when it comes to food.
So can we tell them the story of how the night went while I was practicing my speech?
Yeah.
So I was practicing my
I was
speech
sleeping.
with my good friend
Turn right
Megan,
onto East Airport Boulevard.
and Mike was sleeping in the hotel room,
By
and
myself.
it was Santos and Brandon
No, Mike
that
was there
went out
with
and
us.
got McDonald's.
Mike was with us.
Because
dude. Don't keep getting out of this, Mike.
Nah, bro.
they
I
went
was
to McDonald's.
practicing
I was
myself
practicing the speech at
Bullshit.
3:30
Right onto
a.m.
East Airport Boulevard.
and they came in, and it was so cool because that gave me so much more confidence going on stage. I was gonna tell a different story, but then I decided not to.
Yeah, that was kind
That's
of
just me being honest.
anticlimactic.
I was gonna, and then it got real awkward in my head for like that second,
For 1.5 miles.
and I was like, nah. I'm not gonna do that. Who knows how many views this
I
video
was
will get?
I was at my room doing my CRM, making my follow-up calls, doing
Mike,
my calls.
Mike, if you're watching, that's what he was doing.
Yeah.
Mike,
Bring
Mike
it up,
Garrett.
man.
what's
If
his
my
last name?
manager's watching, just in case,
He might be, bro.
I was doing my CRM the whole fucking day.
He tried to recruit me a couple
Emails.
times. Don't be dropping F-bombs though, bro.
Do you have?
We don't got Billy Sherman on here no more.
What?
Do you use Vince Solutions. Is that your
No,
serum?
he was pro.
Oh, here we go. Railroad tracks. I'm gonna hold this. Oh, that definitely would have fell.
Vince Solutions is the devil.
Ew,
All of them were
You know what my CRM is?
What is it?
Facebook.
Facebook.
Come on with it.
Well,
Come on with it.
what is this CRM over at Kelly?
Dealer Peak, but I don't even know my login.
Oh my gosh.
I
What is
legit
it?
do not use it.
Dealer Pink? Is that
Dealer
what you
Peak. Peak. Like Penn's Peak.
said? Oh.
Oh. Josh. Oh. Josh. Oh. That's Glenn Lundy right there.
That is Glenn Lundy.
Oh, how about like David and him just hanging out in the tub last night?
Yeah, there was like 7 dudes.
They're all European.
They were like, no, they're not. They weren't all European.
Yes, they were.
There was a lot of them who
What
were.
was
It was really funny though.
He's from Ireland.
It was really funny. There was a dude from Ireland at this conference who was really cool dude, great social media guy in Ireland, and I think he's a UFC fighter too. I would definitely not pick a fight with that dude.
PJ.
I wasn't gonna mention his name because we're talking about dudes in a hot tub together.
Oh.
I was gonna leave that
Never
part
mind,
out,
it
but give him his
wasn't
credit.
PJ.
It was JP.
Then there was
actually
another
JP.
dude who I respect very highly in the hot tub. Then there was the crazy dude who's a sales trainer and was the best comedian I've ever had in my
you
life.
blasphemy.
My stomach hurts and I had a headache from laughing so hard for so long.
Turn left onto Red
Legit.
Cleveland Boulevard.
And there was like 2 other dudes who I don't even know who was in there, but there was like 7 dudes in a hot tub at 4 in the morning, and I just was not feeling that.
It was great.
I got an Uber back, and I had like, I don't know how many ones. I was thinking it was like 10, 20 ones, I don't know. And I just gave the guy, it was like 5 in the morning. I'm like, here, bro, I
In
don't know
half
how
a
much this
mile,
is.
your destination will be on the
What?
right.
Throw all the ones out.
I would have gave Joseph 50 of them if he would have told us his story.
He told a little bit of his story.
Well, you were asking the right questions. You were
Came
on the
here
right
from
track.
Haiti.
Like, that's what I should have been doing, is I should have been asking you questions, bro, and you would have told me your story.
Oh, we're ready.
For free.
For free, yeah. I wouldn't have had to pay $50.
Jonathan's so upset at you right now.
I know, seriously. Dawson is like, dude, you are not asking the right questions right now.
Let me swatch you.
But in my defense, I had 2 drinks and I never drink, so
What? You're looking
Let me
for
that's
swatch
why.
you.
You're looking to pay cash? Alright, you're looking to pay cash. Okay, so now when it comes to your individual payment fees,
You're actually practicing.
Who are you doing a swat with?
By himself.
First
of all,
come on, come.
Who are you swatting?
He's swatting Brandon.
You're swatting Brandon?
He said he wants to pay cash, so I said, what?
He doesn't even
Yeah.
tip. He's not gonna have
Don't,
cash.
yeah, don't waste your time with Brandon.
Dude.
That's why he
said
can
he
pay
wants to
cash.
pay
He
cash.
doesn't
Fine,
tip.
fine.
If I buy
I'll
a
give
car
him
from
an
you, dude, I'm
information
getting
gathering.
employee discount.
You're
I'm
not
getting
Nah,
the whole
dude.
back-
I would rather not sell.
Military.
I would rather not sell you a car than make the $50 commission.
Yeah, listen, no,
I swear to
listen,
God.
if you're at 39 and you need 40, you're damn well gonna
Destination is
sell
on
me a
the right.
car.
Yeah, but I ain't dealing with your
I'm
bullshit.
gonna skip right
Hi.
I'll split
He
the-
is going
I'll
to be
split the deal.
his pie face.
I'll give it to another salesman and split the deal and say, here, you deal with this bullshit.
Pie face.
And I'll get half the deal.
Don't forget the charger. It's mine.
Okay. You tell Joseph that.
I know it is though.
You tell Joseph. Yeah, not me. Yo, I got some fresh Cole Haans the other day. Check these out. They're like dress shoes. And they're like sneakers. So cool, so comfy. It's so hot. We're not used to Florida weather.
It's so hot.
So hot.
Oh, today.
Brandon was pissed because this isn't an Uber XL, he was saying. And then let's see Brandon. Where's your luggage at? Let's see your luggage. Let's see your luggage,
But
bro.
he's rocking a $4,000 Gucci jacket.
Because they were
In
legit
Florida.
brown paper bags as his luggage.
He got a $4,000 Gucci jacket.
Yo, don't be flipping my Facebook friends off.
That's my boy there.
That's my boy there.
That's Khabib's hat, dude.
What is that?
He got a picture with him, so now it's his
Is that
boy.
us?
No, it's not us.
Oh, okay.
Hey, no, this is yours. It's so hot out here.
Yeah, it is. I ain't putting no North Face on. Do they sell North Faces in Florida? Probably not. Like, why would you ever need a North Face? What?
It's in pieces. The brown paper bag is in pieces.
Bro, when your luggage is brown paper bags, you're gonna have shit all over the place.
I thought this was maybe from his brown paper bag.
All
That's
right,
why I asked.
enough with the teeth
Check
floss.
in the paper bag.
Huh?
You gotta check in the paper bag.
It's gotta be $30.
How much would it cost to check in a brown paper bag with boots and other stuff in it? How much would it cost?
Bottle of Malibu.
And a giant bottle of Malibu. Wait, where's my luggage?
Can't forget about the pretzels. It's up.
Oh, it's right here. This is what I got with the North Face.
Oh my God.
Brandon's about to. Yeah, why wouldn't you? There's the paper bag. That's what Brandon's checking on the airplane.
You got a $3,000 Gucci in a brown paper bag.
What's wrong with you, dude?
That and those boots.
Can you take it from Joseph? It's about to spill.
Wear a hat.
No. Why would you bring 3 hats in a paper bag? Your packing skills are bullshit. Or your lack thereof.
I had no time. They were on my phone. I had to go get out.
Yo, Billy Sherm.
Joseph is like, yo, I'm out of here.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Joseph.
He's like, just tip me.
Nah, man.
Get out of
I'll tip him on the app still, but I would have gave him $50 if he would have told me his story. But I really should have just been asking.
Is there any way you could somehow take that?
Here, what time's the flight for?
It's fine.
And it is.
6:30 or something.
I can't even see the thing.
Wait.
It's on the app.
It's 4:45, bro. So we're good.
We're good. We're on time.
This I did not do.
What? Brandon's still the hanger,
Yes.
Oh, he's so
And now it's going in my bag.
and that's on my credit card.
Yep. Yeah, you are.
If I do, you're getting the bill, buddy. It's gonna be $40 for the hanger. $800.
Here, can you hold this for me real quick?
I don't have any. Let me see.
All right, so I just wanted to. Is it facing me? Yeah. I just wanted to share with you guys our last Uber ride to the airport. I'll probably do another live once I get my car, but we have to fly from here to Harrisburg, and then we have to get picked up from Harrisburg, go to Lancaster. That's where my car is at, and then drive to Northampton, which is an hour and 40 minutes. So we will keep you posted. I hope you guys enjoyed our trip. I hope you enjoyed the chaos, and hopefully it was entertaining. So see you guys.